Part 3 of John MacArthur on regeneration.
Now, it is fair to say that being regenerated or being born again or having a new birth, being made alive in Christ, can refer to the whole of our salvation. I can say I'm born again, I'm regenerated, and by that I mean the whole of my salvation. But that doesn't take away from the fact that regeneration is also a specific term related to a specific component in the work of salvation. I could say I'm redeemed, and I mean by that all that my salvation is, but being redeemed is the specific element of salvation, describing a specific act of God by which He pays the price to purchase us back from judgment. I can speak about being converted, and I can mean by that the whole of my salvation, but conversion is an aspect in the technical sense of moving from one to the other. I can talk about being ransomed, and I can mean that I have been saved, and I can call it being ransomed, but ransom is one component by which we are bought, ransomed, or redeemed by the price that Jesus paid. I can speak about being justified, and by that I might mean that I'm a believer, and you might understand that, and you might even see in the term justification the full understanding of salvation, but justification is a particular element of salvation. So you can see that these are particular features in the great panoply of the doctrines of salvation, any one of which can refer in a general sense to my newness in Christ. I can say, look, I used to be outside the family of God, but I have been adopted. And adoption is a specific element as well, but it can speak in the general sense also. So truly we can say we are born again and mean the fullness of our salvation, but specifically when we talk about regeneration, it's very important for us to know what exactly and particularly that means. So you say, well, because the Scriptures make it important by being definitive about it and the other elements of our salvation. Let's go back to James 1:18 now, and I want you to look at this. This is very, very helpful material, and it's going to lead to your praise of God. It's going to lead to your gratitude. It's going to divest you of any, I suppose, self-congratulations in making a wise choice to come to Christ. It's going to show you why, if you're a Christian, you are a Christian, without any question. Let's go down to verse 18, where we started. In the exercise of His will He brought us forth by the word of truth, so that we might be, as it were, the firstfruits among His creatures. Now I want to go back to verse 17. I want to kind of unfold this just little duet here of two verses. Let's get this in mind. Verse 17. Every good thing bestowed, and every perfect gift is from above. Pretty clear, isn't it? If it's good, if it's perfect, it came from above. Coming down from the Father of lights, with whom there is no variation or shifting shadow. What a great statement. And it's very comprehensive. Every good thing bestowed, which is the word for, a different word for gift, a synonym of the second word for gift. You could say every gift, every good gift, and every perfect gift. In fact, that's the old translation. Every good gift and every perfect gift. Good, agathon, the best, inherently good, qualitatively good. Perfect, teleon, the end, the finish, the finale, the best. There couldn't be anything beyond this. Every good thing to the most extremely good thing is from above. It's from above. In contrast, by the way, let's go back to verse 13. In contrast, verse 13, let no one say when he's tempted, I'm being tempted by God. God can't be tempted by evil, and He Himself doesn't tempt anyone. Look, If it's evil, it didn't come down from above, right? Because what comes down from above is good and perfect. And everything that comes down from above is good and perfect. And everything that comes down from above is good and perfect. But, verse 14, sin and temptation, it comes from here. Each one is tempted when he is carried away and enticed by his own lust. Then when lust is conceived, it gives birth to sin, and when sin is accomplished, it brings forth death. Don't be deceived about that, my beloved brethren. What's he saying? He's saying, left to ourselves, we are carried away, enticed by our own lust, and brought to death. That's it. All that ever comes up from us is evil. All that ever comes up from inside of us is temptation, lust, sin, death. Even our supposed righteousness is filthy rags. The heart of man is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. There's none that does good, no, not one, as we read a moment ago. We are all dead in trespasses and sin. Same thing. We are all operating according to this world, according to the prince of the power of the air, Satan, who is the ruler of this world. We are all by nature children of wrath. We are all sons of disobedience. The point is, there is nothing in us to lift us up. In contrast to that, good things and perfect things have to have another source. They have to come down from above. That is to say, they have to have their origin outside of us. Anything that is truly good, anything that is truly perfect, has to come from somewhere outside of us. That is a very important statement on human depravity. To believe that the sinner has the ability in himself to respond to the gospel is to believe a lie. Everything that is good and everything that is perfect is from above, anothen. It's the same word that's used, by the way, in John 3. You must be born from above, anothen.